Hello and welcome to another game of D&D. And I'm Anthony, I'm the DM. I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. And today we're playing the City of Gate 2.0 campaign on episode number 68. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves, please? Hello? We're playing the City of Gate 2.0
Hello, I play Gwendolyn Darkman, Rogue Fire Extraordinaire,
episode number
Drown
68.
Where At.
Yeet.
I'm going last.
Okay. So, Genrilla or Wilhelm, who wants to go?
I am Genrilla, the half-elven werebear bard paladin rogue.
I am Wilhelm, our artificier, our wizard artificier, Owlin.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's me, who is Curie, who is a Goliath, Druid, barbarian person.
Mm-hmm. Plus a little bit of cleric.
Oh yeah. Cleric.
Yeah, druid, cleric, barbarian. Yeah. So, what happened last time we played?
We rescued a bunch of beast folk and other less thought of elves and
Yeah, like drow and goblins and orcs and stuff.
yeah, less thought of races, people from the clutches of werewolf guards, taking them to their vampiric masters to be snacks.
Basically, yes. Blood slaves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We met another dragon in hiding in the ash woods underneath a giant ash tree, who, upon seeing us and the several hundred refugees we had rescued, was like, well,
Fuck.
bugger, I guess we can't have a secret bandit camp anymore. Let's just build a city. Jamila and the dragon, going by Good King Joe, had a brief talk. Somewhere in there, Wilhelm, as an ancient silver dragon, bought a purple worm for funsies, and then we. I think that was pretty much it. It was we traveled and avoided a whole bunch of minor interruptions on our trip to get to a point to ambush the caravan by being sneaky roguey people or high flying birds.
Mm-hmm. Fun.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, you stayed over at the ash hole, didn't you?
Yeah, we were. I think we were gonna head out the next day. We were gonna basically grab Janthia's family, and we were gonna head back so that they could all be together and decide what we were gonna do with our fortress.
Yes. All right. In the meantime, Kiori is at the mighty fortress sorting out her new shop. So, is there anything in particular that you would want to have done in the absence of the rest of the party?
Maybe just get like more herb beds set up.
More
Herb beds.
herb beds. Cool.
So she can start growing her own.
Nice. All right. In the meantime, in the ash hole, the overcrowded ash hole, what's everyone else up to?
This is very claustrophobic for Wilhelm, so he's just going to go outside, make a magical door, and enter his mansion.
Not even doing it from within the den. Alright.
Way too crowded.
Gwendolyn will, I guess, be hanging out with the other drow and probably other races who are probably up at this hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also sketching like flag designs.
Nice. So the other elves will introduce you to a game that they play. Called DOI. It's the gamified version of the Deck of Illusions.
Gwendolyn will play.
Nice. So they start you off with a hand of 5 creatures. You get a Thri-kreen, a Periton, a Mummy, a Ghoul, and an Arinya. The idea is that you play one, your opponent plays one, and whichever this creature wins both cards. The first to win 5 rounds wins the game. And each time you play a card, you draw a new one from the deck. So, your opponent goes first and lays down a goblin. What do you place opposite it?
I'll go with Mummy.
Okay. So as the 2 cards touch top borders, the illusory versions of those creatures stand up from their cards and fight each other. The Mummy, of course, defeats the goblin easily, and you win that hand. Draw another card from the deck. This time you get a Manticore. Your turn to play a card.
I'll try the Thri-kreen.
The Thri-kreen, the ant dude. Okay. Your drow opponent thinks for a moment, and then decides to play a mimic. The mimic beats the Thri-kreen, though it's a much closer match. And he takes those 2 cards. And then he plays a fire elemental. Oh, you'd need to draw another card as well, by the way.
Yeah.
This time you get an Oni.
I placed the Oni.
You place the Oni. Okay.
Bless you.
Sorry?
My wife sneezed.
Oh.
Okay.
Again, it's a difficult fight, but the Oni manages to regenerate all of the damage that the fire elemental does and wins. So you got another card, another hand. So yeah, game continues like this until you've won 5 hands, and your opponent says, "Pretty good for a beginner. Care to make it interesting?"
In what way?
100 gold says you can't do that again.
Can I incite him to see?
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that he might be a rogue as well.
Oh yeah. These are bandits. But yeah. 23. Yeah,
That
you know,
turns to 25.
you know he's hustling you. This is classic. To let you win and then kick your ass when there's money on the line.
I got a better idea.
Mm-hmm.
How about a fight between the two of us?
Haha, no. No way. You took out a pack of werewolves, I heard. I'm not messing with you. Not with fisticuffs.
Okay then. How about musical talents?
Musical talents. You can sing?
Singing, but pull out the viola.
Okay.
Is there going to be like a dance off?
Imagine we're like Devil Down to Georgia, kind of. But yeah. Except for the devil part, I hope.
He pulls out a pan flute. And 2 of you wake up everyone else. Loudly playing your instruments at 4 a.m.
We should probably take this out like civilized elves.
Civilized elves.
You know what? Never mind. That's a bad word. Bad thing of choice. Civilized people. That's not waking up people in 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. The only elves, well, I was too young to be a part of drow culture, but I've heard enough stories to know that the way that the drow settle their disputes is hardly what I would call civilized.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
But this has been a fun game. And clearly you're a little smarter than the average, Mark. Maybe I'll try one of your friends.
Word of advice, that one can more or less probably break your arm. That one probably has some stuff up his sleeves and...
And her?
If you're gonna do that, just be careful.
Noted. Alright.
But if you do go for it, I would love to watch.
I don't go around breaking people's arms.
No, but Kiari could.
No. I kind of forgot Curie was there, and that was who I was thinking of at the moment, but you more or less can smack people in the face with your hammer, so... Potato.
Slam. Alright. So, Scum, that's the name of him, decides to show you a few techniques for deciding what goes out and when, and gives you a few hints on The Oni was a good choice, but if you had something that was resistant to fire damage, like a devil or demon, that might have been a good
Their choice.
a good strategy also. So he gives you a few pointers.
Okay, yeah, that's nice of him.
As well as your own deck. So, when when Genrilla and Wilhelm wake up, what would you like to do?
Grab something to eat. Try to gather up Janthia's husband and kids, and make our way back to our place, so that we can get everybody together and formulate a solid strategy.
Okay.
Those are some very middling portents there, my friend.
Yes. Bork has got a sort of oatmeal porridgey sort of sludge bubbling away in a big crock pot for everybody. He's clearly preparing another one in the kitchen.
Cool. I get a heaping helping and prestidigitation it to taste like something good.
Fair. He's just trying to make sure everybody gets food.
Oh, I'm not complaining. Completely understand why it's this way, but since I have the ability to make it taste palatable, I'm going to.
Fair. What about Will?
So he would, since he doesn't have to cook for himself and he's just waiting on food, he's trying some magic that Sterling taught him.
Oh yeah.
And he is sitting there with a ruby and trying to draw the magic out of the ruby without any of the spells. I forgot what Sterling said that type of magic was called. It's in my notes somewhere. And then for breakfast, his servants are just making like a nice biscuits and gravy with a side of like Italian sausage.
Oh, you think Bork is going to let anyone else in his kitchen?
I'm in my magic mansion.
All right, yeah, good point.
So him and his kitchen can bugger off.
Fair.
Because Wilhelm is slightly claustrophobic when it's like 300 people trying to fit in one room.
I think it was a little more than 300.
Oh, it was definitely. We had 200 some odd people left alive, and then whatever he had, and the guys.
Yeah, true. But yeah.
He's working on as a lycomancy, is what Sterling explained it as.
Yes.
So yeah, he's working on that and eating a nice breakfast.
Mm-hmm. So, can you roll D20 plus your intelligence modifier?
Yes, I can. I'm gonna lucky that because I don't know what the roll's for, and I'm kind of curious.
Seeing how well you do on. Okay. You see a red, hot energy sort of sweat out of the gemstone and into your hand. You get the definite impression that if you don't maintain your concentration, this is going to become actual fire rather than just the elemental energy of it.
Ah. Okay. He would get kind
If
of.
you left it at the 9, you would have burnt your hand.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. It would have been pretty crispy. He would get curious and see if there's ways he could shape that into, like could he use it to like using that just raw energy make a fire, or like if he throws it, would it turn into like a fire bolt and stuff like that? He would just start experimenting with it while he has it in his hand.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
Okay. How's a 39?
Oh yeah. You start juggling with fire.
Yay! And that is a really good roll. Holy yeah. Can't wait till my Arcana gets even higher. So much research shall be possible.
Yep. Okay, so you're playing with fire. And Generilla is eating porridge and prestoing it as she goes. What's Gwyn up to at the moment?
Would smell the cooking coming from the magnificent mansion?
Would the what?
Like, when you cook food, you can like smell it from outside?
No. Especially since he's not even in the actual base. He went outside. He went out to the woods and made a door in a tree. But no, you'd smell the oatmeal.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll have the oatmeal and just eat some neck on some stale bread.
Fair.
I would say Wilhelm probably would have told you guys he was going to go throw up the mansion. I don't know if he would have told you guys where, but he would have told you he was going to go do it.
I guess Gwen will, continue talking to her new drow friend. What's his name real quick? I forgot.
Skirm.
Okay.
So, what are you asking him? Sorry?
No, just like talking to him and stuff, and I guess comparing oh, what's your experience of living on the surface compared to mine?
Well, as you can see, I still spend most of my time underground, and since even when I'm out in the woods, I'm in the shade of the trees, I'm not really exposed to the sun all that much. But yeah, as far as I can tell, the Black Dragon Bandits once came across a drow raiding party that was trying to get in to the base from underneath, and none of the drow survived, but I was among them. So, the Black Dragon Bandits don't kill kids, so I was adopted by Good King Joe and raised as a Black Dragon Bandit. Been here ever since I was little. Don't know any other life.
You were were you supposed to be like a soldier, or were you just...
What do you mean?
Like you said, like you were part of a raiding party?
Well, apparently my mother was heavily pregnant at the time that she had attacked the base.
Oh. My somewhat similar, but for me, my dad took me out of the Underdark when I was a baby. From hearsay, my I guess family's house was, I guess, you know how like royalty stuff happens where like backstabbing each other.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, me and him were the only ones, I guess, to assume to have escaped,
I see.
and kind of just grew up on the surface with just learning how to be a bounty hunter or just doing small stuff to make money.
A bounty hunter. So
Yeah,
you bring in the people that no one else can take down, huh?
yeah. But after meeting, she points to, I guess, like the party and stuff, like, they kind of doing less of that and more of crusading. I guess it's similar work, but yeah.
Fair.
Keep that a bit behind you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay then. So yeah, you're chatting away. And yeah. Generally.
Yes.
So you're reading Porridge. Gwyn is chatting with her new friend. Are you making conversation, or are you just...
I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna go see if I can find our 4 lizard folk friends.
Ah, the family. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Go make a perception check.
Oh no! What is my perception? Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous, is what it is. You get a freaking +9. No. +15.
How's a 26?
Yeah. Yep, you see the family in a corner. The father holding all 3 children close to himself and trying to keep them calm.
I'm gonna make my way over to them. Morning.
Oh, hi. It's a bit much in here.
Yeah. As soon as my friends are ready, I was thinking that we would take you 4 to Janthia.
We see.
And a little less. Yes, you would.
Okay, let's get going.
I will go collect Gwyn, and then we'll see if we can find Wilhelm leaving his mansion, or signs of wherever the hell he went.
Okay. So, when you catch up to Gwyn, what do the 2 of you say to each other?
When we what? Sorry.
You go find Gwyn, right? You go and find Gwendolyn?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay. And tell her what?
Hey, Gwyn, if you're ready, I think we should probably think about heading back. We need to see how Kiori's doing, and there's a family I'd like to reunite.
Oh yeah, sorry. it's nice to meet you, Skirm. And I was gonna say, like, if you're ever interested, like, to I guess meet up later and stuff, since like we have someone that can like can make like special glasses for us drow and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, that's pretty nifty. The crowd of refugees are getting. They seem to be all getting ready to pack up and leave.
Can we do some speechifying to convince them that they're not all going, that most of them are going to stay here and help build a new city for themselves?
Sure. Do you have a feat to help you out with that, or are you just gonna?
I'm just going to have to use my persuasion and, my
Or performance?
ridiculously. Yeah, one of the two. Even one of my plus 19 abilities.
Yeah. But there's a slight difference in tone.
Basically, I'm about to go all Disney on them.
Okay. Fill their hearts with hope of a new future.
Yeah.
Then
One that they can build themselves.
yeah, I would go with performance then, because you're trying to inspire them rather than just persuade them. Does that make sense?
Yes. Give me a second, because I have to be in the process of going to get my kid.
Oh.
School is fun. How's a 27 doing?
Oh yeah. Okay. The conversation changes slightly with yeah. Some of them begin unpacking again. But there's still a good few that don't fancy the idea of being arboreal.
I mean, what are we gonna? What are we gonna do with them? We could take them with us, but if we're gonna pack up and move again, you kind of need people.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I'm gonna ask them what it is or what their expectations are. The ones that are still packing, what their expectations are. Like, what do they think they're going to get, or where do they think they're going?
Anywhere but here. New home. Isn't there an orc stronghold?
I believe there is. It's give me a minute to think on that. Unless I don't remember, what is my passive history, like a 17 or something?
Yeah, your passive history 17. Yes.
Is that enough to remember where the orcs, having been a wandering chronicle of? Okay, yeah, it's the stronghold is.
Yeah, it's between Brench and the Dwarven lands.
Then that is what if you go through the forest this way, you'll reach a road. On that road, you'll find a town called Brench.
It's on the way.
If you go just
in theory,
huh?
It's on the way. In theory, if you keep to the roads between where you are and your mighty fortress mall, you'll go right past the orc stronghold.
Yeah, it's on the way to where we're going. If you want to accompany us and take off when you see the stronghold, that'd be just fine. Safety numbers and all that.
Some of the goblins will be telling people about a great place that that they can take people to. That's on the way as well.
Do you think we should inform them that that city is most likely turned to a factory? That she whispers to
No,
Marilla.
no. Let them find out on their own. It's fine. It'll be great.
Even if they run away from it, they'll come back.
They can go back to. They can leave us and go work for us. That's fucking. Oh God.
Let's hope that they did not have a revolution while we were gone.
Who, it doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know how convincing the goblins are going to be because, goblins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just leave them be.
But, yeah. So I guess we lead a small contingent of people. Well,
Yeah, a good chunk of them.
try to find Wilhelm.
Indeed. What is Wilhelm up to?
Assuming all of that took over 45 minutes,
Yeah.
he would have stopped juggling fire, eaten, and left his mansion, rubbed his hands together, clapped, closed the door, and just waited outside.
Okay. So you bump into Jenrilla and Gwyn at the procession of about a third to a half of the refugees coming back out.
Like 145 people.
Something
He'll
like
kind of like
Yeah.
look sideways and be like, I don't have enough mansion for this many people, just so you know.
No, we're not looking to go in the mansion. Some of them are headed to the orc stronghold on the way to our other base of operations. Some of them might disappear to the Goblin City. Others might stick around with us to help run things while we're off adventuring, and so it's not just your things. That way they can focus on their research, and we'll have guards and shopkeepers.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
So, because they feel like you and several other people, there's just too many people here right now until the city gets built.
That's fair. That's fair. How's your guys' breakfast?
Well, I mean, considering I don't care what it looked like, but it tasted like absolutely the most wonderful thing ever.
What are you smoking? Says one of the refugees.
Ginrilla?
It tasted like wallpaper paste.
Is that a lie, Ginrilla?
Genrilla will create a colored mark on her armor using prestidigitation. Magic!
Wilhelm will just shake his head. That is food cheating. You should have came to the mansion. It was a beautiful morning of biscuits and gravy with nice Italian sausage. Not that Italy exists, so it's nice.
Say like, what's Italian?
A nice spiced, a nicely seasoned sausage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of the dwarven variety.
A good spicy sausage.
With like some like mean elven tea. Delicious breakfast. Anyway, let's get going.
Alrighty. So yes,
Um,
because okay, go on.
Wilhelm, do you mind taking to the skies to watch for trouble? Glenn, you mind pulling the? You mind taking rear guard while I take forward?
Okay.
Because we've got a bunch of civilians. Would hate for something to happen as we're going down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
So as you head down the road, you hear somebody chopping wood. Yeah, you pass a little house and a clearing of felled trees, lumber stacked up outside, and there's a there's a sign that just says "Beyond Lumberyard." And you see a big burly man chopping down a tree.
He pretty.
Big, yeah, I know. Me and the burly man exchange a look of.
Namaste.
Given I know what's going on in these woods, how did you get permission to create a lumber mill here?
No one's gonna argue with me.
He has a point.
You know what? That's fair. I have similar things happen with me. You have a good day now, sir.
You too. If you ever need wood.
We know where to look.
Mm-hmm. All right. And the next thing you see as you come out of the woods is the walled city of Brench. Some of the people start getting excited and seem to be considering settling there.
I will pull anybody who's seriously considering it over. Wilhelm,
Yes,
come down
yes,
here.
yes. You will
Might
lie
you have
down.
might you have some parchment and ink on you?
Yeah. I'm sure I do. And he's gonna like reach into his bag, kind of like halfway in before something. He's gonna pull out some parchment, some ink.
Okay.
Basically, anybody who wants to stay in French is going to get a letter of introduction to the heroes from the party,
Nice.
so that the explanation of what's going on, so that the town leaders know what's up,
Fair.
and blessing of a good life. And I'm not going to keep people from settling in a town, but I'm going to try to make it as easy for them as possible.
Nice. Very cool. All right. And as you come past Brench, some of them peel off and go into Brench. And as you pass Brench and come to the fork in the road that leads south to Radaman or east to the Dwarven lands, some of them, particularly the feline members of the group, seem to just make a beeline towards Radaman.
If they're feluses, I have no problem. Like, that makes perfect sense. That's probably where they came from originally. Yeah, but larger cat people, let them be. Tabaxi, Leonin, whatever. I don't know what there is, but I'm not going to stop the felines from going to a feline village. That'll sort itself out, and if it becomes a problem, well, we'll deal with it later.
Fair. And then, of course, you're going to take the road that leads past the other woods. And
I remind everybody to get as small as can be and stay down the middle of the road near these woods for their own safety.
And you pass the wooden fortifications of the Mad Dog Orcs. Some of the orcs in your party head towards the gates brazenly. Oi! Listen!
Good luck, and don't forget to smash their face in as form of greeting.
Ah! Ah! Yep.
They start motioning people to start running just in case.
They're going to be busy initiating new orcs or whatever. They're
Yes.
probably not going to want to look too hard at the rest of us.
No, not
I will.
not going to bother with a bunch of softies, no. So,
Um,
go on.
just in case it looks like any of them want to pop off at us, I'm going to shift to hybrid form and just stare daggers in their direction. Try it.
They were going to leave you alone. Now you look like a good fight.
No, I don't. I look like I'm going to whoop their butt.
That means a good fight to them.
That means a good fight.
They're massive.
Anyway. I don't want to
But yeah,
fight them.
That's okay. They're distracted. You're right. They're spending. They're focusing on initiating the new orcs, seeing if they're worthy of tribal membership. Yeah. And then as you keep going, when you've got the, I'm deliberately trying to hurry this along so that Kiori can get involved in the game.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I'm not trying to slow it down either. I'm sorry.
Nah,
No,
I know.
I'm enjoying the story.
Cool. All right.
I am knocking everything over, it seems.
And as you pass the northern side of the Dwarven Mountains, the goblins go, "Here, this way! This way!" And some of them start head into the woods there on the other side of the road, and some of them even physically grabbing the hands of people and trying to pull them into the woods.
Hey.
Hey,
Wilhelm. Yeah, seeing that, Wilhelm will look down and be like, hey, everyone goes where they want willingly. No one's going anywhere they don't want to go, so I suggest you stop.
It's a good place.
I don't care what it is. It's their right to choose. I'll warn you once, and that's it.
You should come down too. It's great. It's a great place.
Oh, my
Everyone.
little
Promise
friend.
you this.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, I promise you this. You do not want me down there. My factory's down there, and I don't need to. Oh yeah,
You-
buddy.
You a goblin boss?
Might be. You heading to the city underneath gate?
Sorry.
Are they heading to the city underneath gate? I don't know if Wilhelm will know.
Yeah,
or not.
they're heading to the
You would-
goblin city. Yeah.
I run a small business down there. So yes,
Okay.
I'm a goblin boss.
Yeah. Does is you hiring?
I am, you could say. Are you willing to work?
We're goblins.
Wilhelm will fly down. And then, kind of crouch down and, look the goblin in the, crouch down a little bit, look the goblin in the face. This will be your one warning. You work for me, and you fuck me over, I will make you burn. And he will,
I serve you well. I bring you lots of good workers. Trust me.
he will just look at him and kind of, imitate, the flash of fire in his hands. And he was like, You're not taking anyone from this group. Get the hell out of here. Go there, you're looking for a bugbear, you'll know where he is. It looks like he's working for someone.
So he and several other goblins go sprinting into the woods.
Perfect. Alright, he's flying back up.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Why
Yeah.
are you so intimidating?
I am not intimidating at all. You see these scrawny muscles? I can't do shit.
You fire.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I am innocent of all crimes. I am super weak and squishy. Do you see this? You could break my bones.
I just saw you decapitate a guy that I already downed. Just
I
to
have no
get
idea
his
what
soul.
Not to get his soul. But, I get what you're talking about. Technically, I don't think you guys actually know he harvests their souls. But, still, he definitely did heal the guy and then decapitate him. But he still pleads his fifth.
Okay. When you come around the Dwarven City, you can see your magnificent mansion in the plains, and beyond that, of course, Coal City.
Are you saying Gwen's suspicious of Wilhelm? He has done nothing. Like he said, he is just a squishy old innocent lad.
No, that's just it. Me being suspicious, but okay, continue.
Anywho. Alright, so.
Could I count quickly, Anthony, how many people we have left with us? Like, did the number, like, shrink dramatically, or just, like, meh?
So by the time you've got here, you've got maybe 85 people.
Alright.
And still.
And you still what?
Wilhelm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Generella.
Alright, yeah, we lost, almost
90.
half.
What's the plan for the remaining half?
Well, we were talking about moving. Let's just see what Chiori has in mind when we get inside. Because I don't want to speak for the whole group without having the whole group having had a chance to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay.
Because if we move and we move somewhere with enough space, we can have them start building a town around our fortress as the castle, and start forming our own little kingdom of freedom.
That is A-okay with me. We may have to wait a bit, though. I have 2 Wilhelms out doing something, so they will have to get back.
Don't you have sending that you could just tell them where we're going?
Call them back. Recall
I
them.
could, but it's easier if I recall them. Hey, I'll just call them back. 1 second. He's going to cast sending to Wilhelm's. Should I have it? I think it was 4 or 5. Yeah, he's going to sending to Wilhelm 4 and tell him to have him and 5 come back with whatever fragment of a map they have currently. Because them 2 were tasked with going out and
Willie 4 and Willie 5.
Yep, Willie 4 and Willie 5 were tasked with going out and giving a current map of the desert.
What's with the pings?
They were texting me about work. I was supposed to work Sunday, but I was trying to find someone to cover it for me, so I didn't have to.
Okay, I thought it was a soundboard thing. Sorry.
No, you're fine. No, I've been working like 60-hour weeks, so I was trying to get someone to swap me for my Sunday, and he just texted me and let me know he swapped my Sunday.
Yay!
Yep.
Okay.
But he's going to call Willy 4 and Willy 5 back with whatever version of the map they have.
Okay.
You only work 60-hour weeks? Anyway.
Anyway.
So yeah, us and our menagerie, which I guarantee includes the Genthia's family.
Yeah, you've got quite a lot of lizard folk, and there's some gif. There's quite a lot of drow. Although a lot of a good chunk of the drow liked the ambience of the of the ashhole, so they stayed. A good chunk of them stayed. But yeah, there's also Dwerger and Snurf Neblin. Again, some of those stayed. Yeah, for different folks. Dragonborns. In fact,
Surprised the dragon.
Sorry?
I'm surprised the Dragonborn didn't stay. Oh wait, they probably don't know.
All they knew when realized there'd be competition.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, but yeah,
Anyway, yeah. So you're approaching Fort Mart. What do you want to do?
Wilhelm, you might want to go talk to our head of security and make sure that we don't have a flash freeze.
I've got you. Wilhelm is going to go fly to the center tower and go talk with Sterling quickly.
Oh,
And
the apprentice returns.
yes. Also, great news. I was able to do some lycomancy this morning.
Ah, very good. Did you set yourself on fire?
Surprisingly, no.
Excellent.
Also, I do have bad news. I think General and them are wanting us to move. They just brought 86 people back.
What?
Yeah. So, Skilbania is trying to make a whole bunch of people vampire food. So, we went, we helped them, freed them. We're bringing them back, and we're going to move the keep to a safer location so it's easier to defend.
You took food away from vampires.
Yes. I think is what General said.
Well, I generally don't get along with yellow dragons, but I wish there was one around at the moment.
Don't. Wilhelm's gonna poke his head back out and be like, true sight. He's just gonna activate his true sight and just see if he sees a yellow dragon hanging out.
No.
I think we're good. I don't even see any dragon. I think there's one dragon born, but no dragons.
There's Dragonborn. Interesting.
Yeah, one. What color is he? Anthony, would I have a chance?
He's
Would
not
I have
yellow.
had a chance?
He's not yellow.
Okay, yeah, he's not yellow. I don't know.
Probably red. So, you bring more people to your little settlement here.
It does look like it, yes.
Do you trust them?
I don't know them, so I personally cannot vouch for them.
I guess then it is up to me to clear them.
If we give them a fair chance, we should be okay. I'm recalling Wilhelm's 4 and 5, and then we have the other 3 here to help out too.
Put them in holding pens for now, and I will interview them each in turn.
That's how people go.
There is like 80 something of them. When we move, we can do that. We've got to be careful how we do this. Some of them did just get. We got to remember, some of them did just get almost vampire fooded.
Regardless, they could be a threat to security.
It's very true. That's very true. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure General will understand. Yeah, if you want to interview him at the gate, I think they're trying to get with Curie. We're trying to figure out what's going on because they didn't tell me we might be moving till 5 minutes ago. So.
Very well. You're gonna go tell Generilla what?
Yeah, you go tell General. He's like, all right, Sterling is going to interview every single one of these people and make sure they're all clear. In the meantime, that gives us time to come up with a plan.
You're not gonna mention the holding pens then?
He maybe said put them in holding pens, but I don't have holding pens here, so they're going to stand in line. Also, Wilhelm's 4 and 5 said they need about 3 more hours. I don't know how far into the desert they got, but evidently it was pretty far.
Depends.
Well, you gotta tell me when you want me to, I have to make the castle. Let me know when you need me to block the castle.
Well, we can't exactly set up a full-blown city in between a city and a sovereign nation.
They'll be okay. Alright, but yeah. Well, yeah.
But I don't know what we were going to have to do until realized that they had marched the entirety of the beast folk population at one time, as opposed to staggered shipments.
These people have been marched basically in a big old circle.
They really have. So, but we're not trying to mistreat them in any way, shape, or form, so they'll likely put up with a little bit of an inconvenience because we're treating them with dignity, respect, and fairness.
Alright,
maybe fabricate them some, or maybe we can get them some chairs or something so they don't have to stand the entire fucking time. And produce some shade.
I can. Shade would be. Well, I could do shade. Alright, hold on. Are we? Okay. Okay, sending to Wilhelm's. He's going to cast sending to Wilhelm Simulacrum 1 and 1. Tell him to get number 2, and to meet him on the ship.
Just out of curiosity, if one of your simulacrums ended up in the stomach of a sandworm, would they have an effective way of getting out?
Yeah, they can all teleport. And I assumed they were all flying, but I mean, if one still got them, they can still teleport.
Fair. Cool.
They've got Misty Step and
cool.
The door one. What is the door? Dimension door.
Yep. Which isn't actually a doorway, which is annoying. But whatever.
I've always imagined it as like, as you walk forward, just like a dark door appears, you step through it, and you're somewhere else.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
I see it as the door from Hell's Moving Castle.
Nice.
Where you twist it and it takes you where you need to go.
That's
pretty,
a bit like Grandma's Academy doors. But yes.
Okay, good. It's nap time.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I was talking about goldfish crackers.
Oh, okay.
I think what Generilla's child is implying is there should be a goldfish race.
Absolutely. Yes.
No.
I know.
And they should be edible
Generilla,
and smile back as you eat them.
Come on, I'll help you. Just get out the door.
This is my dad.
Wilhelm will, I guess, ask Generilla to ask them to split into groups of 20 so they can go groups at a time.
Yeah.
He'll burn through like 3 fabricates to fabricate chairs and like pins, I guess, out of the sand so people can sit on so they can be in organized groups, and then he's gonna go plug in with Wilhelm's 1 and 2 so they can move the ship a few feet over to give everybody shade. That's the only thing I can do. I don't know how I'm supposed to provide shade for 86 people or 89 people.
How about a tent?
That's right. I could just fabricate tents. Hold on. All right.
Or you could let them in your mansion.
That's true. Actually, yeah. Wait, I could just redo the mansion. Okay. Okay.
You're overthinking this.
I am. I really am. I could just mention that. Okay, yep. All right. So he would not have sending to Will. He's smarter than me, so he would not have sending to Wilhelm 1. He would have let Wilhelm 1 go back to what he's doing, which was working on the ship anyway. But he would have mentioned. All right. Whenever we get to the location, and he will just look at everybody. All right. All of you are going to be split and talked to separately by our chief of security. While you all wait, there will be benches, shade, food, and drink. Be respectful.
I love that you started to say interrogated and cut it off.
That's what they're gonna be. But yeah, he would just tell them all that they will be spoken to by our head of security. Once they're cleared, one by one, they will be allowed out of the mansion. He is going to give them real and good food. By his staff within the mansion, and they would all just have to wait. If anyone is unruly, he cannot 100% guarantee your safety.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm assuming that a Wilhelm is going to stand at the door of the mansion and let people out one family at a time. Yeah.
I will task that to. Which Wilhelm was free? I think it would have to be Wilhelm 3.
Wilhelm 3, Willie 3.
Yeah, Willie 3. Come on, buddy. I think he probably would have been the one on security with the steel defenders, so he could take a break. It's okay.
Okay, so while the majority of the refugees are going through customs, basically, well, I'm assuming that Genrilla would take the Lizardfolk family to one side, the Janthia's family to one side.
I'm sorry, what?
Janthia's family.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Honestly, I don't wanna upset a certain somebody, so I'm just gonna go get Janthia and bring her to her family.
Okay, you could request that Sterling interview them first.
True. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Because once again, she's just sometimes smarter than I am.
Yes. Generilla doesn't have children to distract her. These are brain cells. Okay.
No, it's true.
Sorry, what?
Yep. So we arrange for them to be the first ones to get interviewed so that we can get this show on the road, and while they're doing that, hopefully me and Glenn are going to go find Jory and bring her up to speed on what's going on and get opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, do you have any intentions to sabotage, cause a disturbance, or otherwise break the peace? No? Alright, go on then. These ones are good. Yeah. So once Janthia's family have been cleared, what do you want to do? Or do you want to go talk to Kiori while the interviewings are being done? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. What's Gwyn up to during all of this?
Hmm.
I
guess, start, asking one of the other Wilhelms for,
Where do you go?
Gwen
to
knows
look
that
for
she's been
Wilhelms?
neglecting her shop, so she's going to talk to one of the Wilhelms and ask him if he's able to do a simulacrum of her, so she can have another person,
Ooh.
another Gwen to do, I guess, shop stuff.
Shop win.
Yeah.
Okay,
Retail
so you
win.
asked.
You like to help make artwork and
So you want
Okay, so that'd be actual Wilhelm you ask, by the way.
Simgwin.
okay.
Yeah, because my simulacrums are all busy, running around or on a ship.
Oh.
Are you sure you want a simulacrum? I mean, I can do it. Like, is that something you want? I will warn you that technically they obey my commands. I could tell them to listen to you, but like, if I give them a command, it overrides that. You're okay with that?
I'm pretty I don't think I'm going to ask her to do... Like, I'm not planning on having her fight, just more or less just whenever I'm not here for her to be able to run the shop and also, like, make artwork. Since it takes a bit.
Wilhelm not
Yeah.
use her simulacrum as anything.
What would I use the simulacrum for?
If I have to answer that question, then
What would I use it for?
Ew.
When do I ever steal? Literally never. Ever.
oh yeah, it's not a book. Never mind. Carry on.
That's why I was giving the heads
What
up.
were
It's
you
just like,
thinking?
I don't know. I evidently look like a criminal. I did.
I'm pretty sure a drow
Racist.
and an owlin cannot make an egg.
We are born without eggs, ma'am. Thank you very much. We're not like those weird Aarakocras.
Okay,
Owl in live birth?
I don't know. I'm just assuming that. I've never
Okay.
looked into how owls give birth. I don't want to know here.
yeah, this is getting weird. Moving on.
Life birth. Oh, now I gotta know. Hold on, Google. Come here, buddy.
This is in a world of magic. We have magic. Who the fuck knows what crazy wizards are?
Hey, we're not going into details.
Yeah, Wutsy probably wouldn't tell you.
But yeah. Well, I guess stand. Oh God. Okay, Gwen. Small issue.
What?
I don't know any of your dimensions outside of your armor and stuff. So I'm going to need you to go to like pajamas or something. In
Okay, I
private.
take off
I
my.
don't want everybody seeing this. In private.
Okay, I
feels
take
weird.
off my. Okay, I basically take off the gear besides my glimmered armor and just turn them into like pink pajamas.
Okay, that works. All right. He like walks around for a minute, studying you, making sure he remembers all your dimensions roughly. And he's like, "All right, well, stand still." And since this is through wish, it's automatic. Thank you. He's just gonna just silently cast wish and use wish to simulacrum a copy of Gwen. And since he knows her dimensions, I reckon it'll be a pretty close replica. Just don't look underneath the clothes. They are born without clothes on. Actually, Gwen throw clothes over this person when they were born. I just thought about that. I don't think I replicate them with clothes.
No,
yeah,
you just replicate their physical body, not their. Yeah.
I'm gonna need a loom.
You're gonna need a loom?
You know what? That's okay. Hold on. I've got something somewhere. I'm just gonna like rip through his stuff
No,
real
I
quick.
got traveling clothes. Wait, I'm
Perfect. Okay.
trying to think like, did the traveling clothes like, go under normal armor or?
Well, no, because armor has its own undergarments that are designed for armor.
I would imagine then that like Wilhelm would have taken Gwen to like her bedroom, since he's about to
Ooh.
replicate a naked version of he's about to replicate a naked version of her.
Yeah.
He doesn't want everyone to just look at her naked body. So like you see like the moment it's done, Gwen, and like your clone is immediately Wilhelm closes his eyes, turns around, and walks out the room.
All right then.
and shuts the door and is like, I hope you enjoy the clone. Gwen Simulacrum. Listen to everything she says. Alright. I'll see you. I gotta go check on the other me's.
Okay.
That was weird, right? Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Are you
that was
talking to yourself, Gwyn?
Yes.
How are you, Gwyn? I'm fine, Gwyn.
Let's get used to it.
And then
Okay.
Wilhelm is going to fly to the ship and check on Wilhelm's 1 and 2.
All right. Curie,
Because that was weird. He does not like that.
you are probably somewhat aware of a crowd of people showing up. What do you do?
Go out and see what's happening.
All right. So, there is no crowd, but there is generally.
Yes.
Hello. What?
Oh, hey, Curie. Surprise? I suppose you have questions. Where would you like to start?
I gesture to the people.
Okay, so, after we left the Dwarven lands, me and Gwen decided we kind of hadn't checked on what was going on in the city of, in Coal City, for a little bit, so we decided we were going to go see what was what. As we approached the gate, they took one look at her and was like, yeah, you can't go in the city. Your kind's not welcome here. So she disappeared, put on some disguise to lighten her skin and whatnot, and met me in the town square. They were gathering up all of the beast folk, all of the drow. What?
This is mine.
Yes,
I made a rainbow carnival too.
thank you.
All the races that are considered monsters by the
Yeah, all the more monster. She will do the air quote thing of all of the more monstrous races, as deemed by the elves, humans, standard dwarves, yada yada yada. We're gathering them up in a park, and then we're going to march them to the capital city of
Scalbania.
yeah.
Scalbania.
We didn't like that. We weren't sure what to do about it. And there was a shopkeeper who appeared to be an elf, but due to the nature of my eyes, I knew was not an elf. That we went to talk to about what was going on, and convinced her to come here with us and set up shop, which she agreed to. And as part of the payment for some work she's supposed to be doing for us, or for me, and other things, she asked that we save her family from being marched to this city, which we agreed to because the guards marching them from Coal City to Traveler's Rest are fiends, and the guards that were going to be marching them from Traveler's Rest to the capital are werewolves in service of a vampire countess.
Oh, Selma?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And so we were like, yeah, no, not gonna let them all become food. So we attacked the werewolf guards and saved a whole bunch of people. Then met with a dragon who was in charge of a bandit camp in the woods, who decided since like 400 people came knocking on their door that they were going to disband their bandit group and build a city out of their tree for as many of the people as wanted to stay and help with that. Those that either didn't feel like building or you were just not comfortable with the sheer number of people there until the work gets done, decided they were going to travel with us to a couple of different. We had some leave at Brinch, some head towards Radaman. Some of the orcs that we had rescued stopped at the orcish stronghold. The goblins ran off near the mountains, where the mountains touch the trees, and the rest came here. Because they didn't know where else to go or what else to do. So,
well,
I mean, we can protect them. We can probably get them to help us build more permanent things that don't rely on magic. But if we do, we're going to be building. If we do it here, we're right between the dwarves and a city that hates them. Like, they're going to see us setting up a settlement of people they hate, which means they're going to come and be obnoxious because that's just what they're going to do. Because fiends.
Because they're twats.
Plus, there are monsters, big, ugly, powerful monsters that live under the ground on which we stand. As she gestures towards the purple worm carcasses out front. We can handle those. They're not going to be able to handle those. Well, right now I don't know what else to do with them.
So they're staying here, are they?
Well, I mean, if they stay near us, we can protect them. Depends on what Sterling decides. If Sterling decides that they're safe, because obviously they feel like everything they touch belongs to them. So yeah, because dragon. So maybe we find a new place to set up.
How easy is it to do that?
Well, I mean,
you just need to cast Mighty Fortress in the new location, really, don't you?
Yeah. We'll just need to recast the thing in a new location. With Janthia here, she's probably got enough bags and or portable holes or whatever that we might be able to just.
You saw how she transported her shop.
Yeah, that we might be able to that we won't even really have to do much to transport the inside of our work.
I just built the herb beds. Oh well.
I mean, we can literally transport them as is and pull them back out. That's what I'm saying. It's not going to need to be rebuilt. We can. Literally, Janthia folded her shop up in a portable hole and then reopened it like it was. There was nothing to it. Between the lot of us, we can't pick up even fully planted beds and put them in something else. We're all fairly strong.
Okay. Fair enough.
Look, I'm just worried about the safety of people. Plus, a little bit further away from prying eyes. might not be a bad, just like I don't like the fact that the guards, the literal city guards, are slowly being turned into Gambians as opposed to humans in Coal City.
Anthony,
Yes.
would my character know about Undersea and have contacts at Undersea?
Probably not, because the whole point is it's supposed to be like a smuggler's town. Like, it's not supposed to be widely known to anyone but smugglers. You know?
Alright. I was just asking because it might be.
Plus, I think at this point in the timeline, it's not undersea yet.
Ah, okay. Sorry. I roll out the map. Where do you think? I have an idea, but what do you guys think?
What is your idea? And yeah, we can go from there.
You see the mountains to the southwest?
Yes.
There's a small cove there, which then flattens out to a coastline, and then back up to a cliff. Might be somewhere down there, because there's not much else down there, and it could be good to, if we have to expand, there's lots of space down there. And I don't think Rataman owns that bit either. I don't think anybody owns it, honestly.
That could definitely be. That sounds like a good. That sounds like a plan. As long as hopefully there's not creatures living under the land that'll make it dangerous for us to be there.
Mhm.
We'd kind of like to stop living on top of land that every time you walk.
Yep.
You're talking about the worms.
Yes, he's talking about the worm.
And I'm sure there's other burrowing creatures that we might eventually disturb.
Yeah, the sandworms are usually in Sands of the Lost, so we're quite away from there. So we shouldn't have to bother with them.
Cool. Sounds like a plan. As soon as apparently we've got a couple of hours before some of the other Wilhelms get back from scouting the Sands of the Lost. Once they get back, we'll get to work on packing everything up and preparing to move out. Hopefully by then Sterling will be done interviewing all of our refugees. This place was not how I envisioned my life going.
Be worse.
Well, since we got some time, I'll be back. I'll be around, but I gotta go talk to I've got to go talk to lizard folk about some magic.
Yeah. And I'll need to be shown how to use that portable hole thing.
Yeah. Janthia at the moment is busy reuniting with her family.
Yeah, don't want to interrupt that. The only time later.
Mm-hmm. Don't you forget about me. So,
I'm going to. In that case, I'm going to pull out my sending stone, dial in my mentor and see if we can arrange a meeting place for a transfer of weaponry. Because I don't trust that I'm not going to need that damn thing. There's fiends in Cold City, there's fiends in freaking Traveler's Rest, and there's vampires in the capital city. Ugh.
I'm aware of the vampires in Scalbania. Me and a scouting force are camped near Scalbania, watching.
Yeah, they're probably not going to be very happy, seeing as we just killed a bunch of their guards and stole a bunch of their food.
Indeed.
So I'm thinking I really need my own sword.
You want the Holy Avenger?
It's designed to fight fiends and undead, and I feel like I'm gonna be fighting a bunch of fiends and undead.
They will likely be coming for you since you've thwarted their plans. We will try and, of course, frustrate their counterattack as best we can.
I understand.
Or you can meet me here and aid me in our assault.
I would love to assault them, but my place is here defending the refugees we saved. Yeah, at least for the time being, until we get them moved to a safer location.
There will be no safer location until the vampires are destroyed.
If vampires were the only, I get that. Trust me, I do. But we are stone's throw away from a city guarded by fiends, and we live on top of, lands populated by purple worms. So the immediate threats.
Why are you living where there are purple worms?
Because we didn't realize there were purple worms until we until we magically created our fortress here, and they came and tried to eat it. Sometimes our wizards, while he's incredibly intelligent, still doesn't always make the wisest of decisions.
Fine. I suppose you want me to come to you then.
I mean, I can come to you. Getting there is not going to be a problem. I just can't stay.
Very well.
And yeah. So I'm going to tell everybody that I'm headed out, basically, and I'm going to go to hybrid form and cast Farstrider. And then I'm going to use all of my go quick stuff.
Haste, haste, haste.
Yeah, I'm going to use my movement and basically my equivalent of 150 feet every 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. So, while Jenrilla is gone on her mission, What do the rest of you want to do?
See where we've got a portable hole and start putting my stuff into it.
Person to talk to would be Janthea.
I go speak to Janthea.
She's still hugging her kids when you go see her.
I'll just say, can I catch her later about getting a hole, portable hole?
Oh, yes. I suppose you want to help moving your shop, yes?
Only if you have time. I know you've not seen your family for a while, so I'm not going to make you leave them.
I will help you. Kids, you know where I keep them in the shop?
Yeah.
Well then, help this nice lady pick out a good portable hole.
Okay.
And they show you a small shelving unit, each with what looked like a pocket square in each of the cubbies. Variety of different colours, and they have slightly different labels on them. Most of them are general purpose. Others are labelled as pocket demiplanes, and some of them are even. Where's?
Watch out for Toby.
There it is.
Yeah, Toby is like millimeters from your wheel.
Yeah. He can growl if he gets nudged. It's fine. One or two of them are labelled as the Well of Many Worlds.
The what?
So most of them are general portable holes. There's a few of them that have labels on them that say portable demiplane, and a couple that say Well of Many Worlds.
Which is the one that she used.
The one I use for my shop is the portable demiplane.
Go on then.
Okay. Come on, kids. Let's show her how to set it up. Would you like to trade, or will you be buying it?
How much are they?
Well, they are rather valuable, I'm afraid.
I do have purple gold. I have 22,000 gold pieces.
Oh wow. Okay. So I can do it for you for 6,000. Or if you prefer to not pay, I can take 6,000 in trade. Potions.
Okay, that's fine. And I will still give some potions in it anyway. Just to help out.
I appreciate it. You got anything for a stubborn cough? This one is got a tickle in his throat.
Yeah, certainly. And I'll get like elderberry liquor, not liquor, elderberry syrup.
Nice. Very cool. Okay. So they
And also I'll give them some thyme sweets, which will help with coughs and colds as well.
okay. So, they actually go into an empty unit and place the fabric like over the on the entrance wall of the shop, and standing outside the shop it looks like the interior of a shop. All you need to do now is move everything from your shop into the portable shop, and then you can fold it up and take it with you and pin it back up at the new location.
I start hefting. Heft.
My family will help you, of course,
Thank you.
especially since you gave us these potions for free. So yeah, that's what they're up to. Gwyn!
Right.
What you doing? What are you and your shadow doing?
Okay, I've actually given my, I guess, shadow a name.
Okay.
Ranala, or Ronnie for short.
Ronnie? Okay.
So Gwen and Ronnie are, I guess, Gwen's making sure, like, giving, like, giving Ronnie some clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I guess, like, a spare pair of armor that she's no longer using, along with, a rapier,
Okay.
you know, for protection. And then, like, the two of them, I guess, start, like, there's not really much of, like, Gwen hasn't done, like, much of, like, making her shop, so there's not that much, just more or less just picking up supplies and also, like, picking up any, pains she might have started
Cool.
and other stuff, and just maybe asking, Curie if, like, she can temporarily, I guess, put some of this stuff into her portable stuff so she can bring it out later
Yeah, it's
You
fine.
okay with that?
for a more permanent.
Yep. All good.
Yeah, it's mostly just art supplies and, like, canvases.
Woot.
And I guess, talking to, can't remember her name, but, like, asking her about, like, mentioning, so you said there's, like, you have goggles?
You asking Janthea?
Yeah, Gencia.
Oh yes, all kinds. What sort of goggles were you looking for? For example, if you need help seeing over great distances, we have the eyes of the eagle that allow you to see things clearly that are miles away. Or the eyes of minute seeing allow you to magnify small details.
It's not more or less me trying to see stuff, just more or less me seeing too much.
Oh. You want to darken your vision. Yes? You want to shade yourself from shade your eyes from the sun?
Yes.
Oh, that doesn't even need to be magical. You already have a mask, yes?
Yes.
How about I just set some lenses into the mask?
I felt sorry. Nah, it's fine. I could. Sure.
I'm sorry, do you want it or do you not want it?
No, I just more or less you suggested goggles since he said that, like, me hiding my face all the time would be disappointing.
Yeah, but doesn't your Doesn't your mask help you fly?
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd rather not have your face covered, I could transfer the enchantment on the mask into another smaller item. But
No. I like my mask.
you like your mask?
Yes. You said just putting in like the little lenses. That's good.
Okay. Any particular color you would like to see the world in?
Clear?
You wanted just a darker shade of true?
Yes.
Very well. Now, I do recommend you remove this whenever you are in the dark. But I can knock this up for you pretty quick. May I have your mask?
Have you ever thought about making like changeable glasses
How do you
where it darkens at daytime, but then lines up in the dark?
Ah, well, that would take some magic, I'm afraid. Makes it a little more expensive.
How much expensive, may I ask?
Not very much. It would be an uncommon magic effect at most. Let's call it 200 between us.
Sure.
Okay. So she gets you some photoreactive lenses for your mask.
That's just freaking awesome.
Now Gwen is no longer legally blind.
Okay. So what's your replica up to?
I guess more or less just walk around and seeing what's. I guess putting up supplies.
Okay. Okay. So, la 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 cheese pudding. Okay.
Nasty. You ever ask any of my servants for that declination?
Okay. Yeah. So.
Daddy, guess what?
I don't think cheese pudding is a real thing. No.
Unless it's called cheesecake.
Cheesecake, yes, but bear in mind that. Okay, so in the UK, we like pudding is a general term for all desserts. Whilst in America, it's specifically like a flavored custard type thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I bear bad news. I'm googling it. It's true.
Oh God.
There is a
Suppose
There
I
is
suppose you could get a cheese fondue to the consistency of pudding.
Yeah, I suppose you could.
I'm trying to find. Let me get a picture.
Anyway, moving on.
A good gooey brie. But anyway,
I was just being random. I'm sorry.
that's fine. That's fine. So yes, you've got people being, so while Sterling is making sure people are okay. I'm assuming that after that, somebody else is showing them around the fort and showing them where they can, at least for now, stay.
Generilla left, so I don't think so.
This is true, General.
Wilhelm 3 would have to start. Yeah, Wilhelm 3 would start showing people around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. So.
Believe me, it wasn't. I hadn't originally planned on it, but circumstances dictate that. Yeah. What's the enemies we got?
Okay. So. Generilla, when you get up to Skelbania and locate your former master's camp, you see that you find them in the middle of a fight. The area has been darkened. You have true sight, right? Or is that a different character?
Yep.
Sorry?
Nope, this is the one. Nope, this is the one. The true sight.
Okay, so you can see through the magical darkness, and see the paladins struggling against 8 vampire spawn. What do you do?
Bonus action. Did you join the fray?
All right. You're not calling for backup. You're just gonna handle it all yourself. Okay.
Well, if there are still members of the camp fighting, then I'm not technically by myself.
Mm-hmm. Not die, please. 8, by the way, is the amount of spawn that are remaining. There are several that are down. Likewise, there are several paladins down. The paladins that are still standing, including your what's the word? Fuck.
Master, mentor.
Mentor are looking beleaguered.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
But anyway, roll initiative, please. 30.
I go first.
Pretty sure you're gonna go first.
That's
yeah.
a natural 20 too.
It's a nat 20 plus 10. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Fun. So I guess I'm gonna go up to the first one I can get to and attack it.
Okay.
Um,
Roll the hit.
I'm working on it. What is that? Plus 16. Okay. Do I have advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Purely because of complacency. They don't expect you to.
32, 28, 35.
Oh yeah. They all hit.
Okay. D8 plus 3 plus. What is that? No, we're not gonna go that hard. It's another D8. Yeah.
90. Down it goes. Their turn. So they hiss and turn on you. One of them remains in combat with your mentor and makes oof.
Thinking those both miss?
Sorry?
I said I'm thinking those both miss.
Yeah, because you built it, so his armor's more than 18, isn't it?
Well, I would just assume he's wearing full plate and has a. So his AC's probably at least 19.
Okay.
I think, you know.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Hell.
But they do. A little bit of damage to themselves. Divided by 2, 5 points of damage to themselves. The other 6 come mob you. And do any of those hit?
The 24 and 25.
Okay. So that would be 1 slashing.
But unless they're wielding, if they're using their, yeah, it doesn't matter if they hit me or not.
Mm-hmm. So those attacks are completely ineffective. Fucking wonderful. Your turn.
Now, does everybody remember? Now does everybody understand why I wasn't?
Why you weren't?
Like if it had been,
yeah.
If it had been like the actual vampires with real weapons, I'd have called for help. But it being
Spawn.
What it is, I wasn't too afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So, alrighty then.
Your turn.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate because I'm not going to get my sneak attack anymore because they're all mobbing me. And don't think any of the paladins have come up to help.
Not yet. They're struggling. They're probably, they're going to be using their turn to try and restore hit points right now.
That's fine. We'll see what happens as I try to swing my sword at one of them. Well, I missed one time.
Mm-hmm.
The 23 and the 29 do, however, hit them, right?
Of course. Their AC is 15. The only way that you can miss is by rolling a 1.
Okay. So I'm attacking one, but because I'm surrounded, I'm going to go ahead and spend another use of my bardic for the flourish that does the sweep, the hit. another creature within 5 feet of me doing
Okay.
the D8's damage to that one.
Okay.
So,
So you do
main one takes 42, and one next to it takes 3. And then
Mhm.
I take 13 from the.
From the miss. Yes. Let's just check something. +4. Oof. Okay. So, after you, it is the spawns again, and they are going to try and rip and tear at you, and it's not gonna get through. But the one spawn that's still by your mentor. That's one hit in. 2d4 +2. Actually, the vampire's just going to grab him by the throat. And then go on.
Can I take legendary action?
Sure.
I would like to channel divinity. Is my legendary action. Which one is that?
Doing turn undead.
Turn the unholy.
Turn the unholy.
As an action, I can censure fiends and undead. Each fiend or undead that I can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 20, or run away for a minute.
Failure it is turned. DC 20. Okay. So 7 of them D20 +3.
Three pass.
Mm-hmm. And the other 3 run. And let's also check with the other thing. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Do they have any way to... Okay, yeah, they're gonna legendary resist that.
Oh my. I don't like the sound of that.
So suddenly you have a full-blooded vampire in your face, and he is gonna say, "You will look into my eyes." Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
He's trying to charm me, isn't he?
Yes.
I give him the finger, as I am immune to charm.
Really? Your character sheet just says you have advantage?
Look at the immunities.
Charmed. Yep, there we go. Okay.
And that's not based on anything other than my class features.
Okay. He's not the only one, though. There's also a dude with a sword who is going to...
That frightens me.
the heck? Gonna attack. Yeah.
Those both hit,
Mm-hmm.
but remember, it's just a hit. I am immune to crits.
Alright, in that case, I'll stick with my original plan and have that be an attack on your mentor. So that went, do I want to waste that on the mentor?
That's unfair.
Uh-huh. So you see your mentor go down as the sword pierces his ribs. And the third of the full-blooded vampires is going to raise one of the dead paladins. So, your turn.
Okay. Can I reach the one that killed?
If you do, you will be you'll get an attack of opportunity from the vampire in front of you.
Or I can bonus action disengage.
This is also true.
So I'm going to bonus action disengage, and I'm going to go take my frustration out on the one that just dropped my mentor.
On the vampire warrior. Okay.
Yeah.
And all of those get through his plate armor. Of course they do.
Sweet!
Oh, God.
Hey, buddy. Oh!
What?
Since I had to disengage, I'm guessing it's him and me one-on-one. I actually get to do my sneak attack.
Yeah.
Look at that.
All three of these vampires are far enough apart from each other for it to be... Oh, holy shit. Okay. Okay. Ow.
And mind you, that is all radiant damage.
Yeah, they don't have any vulnerability to radiant, but it means he can't regenerate. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. Be a defensive flourish too, by the way, with a 1d8. So my current AC is now a 28.
Okay.
Bugger.
So the three remaining vampire spawn can't do much to attack you, but under the command of their masters, they are going to begin dragging away corpses to who knows where. The vampire warrior is going to make full use of its legendary action to give itself an extra attack, and then on its turn make its normal multi-attack. So okay.
The 20 hits.
Only the 29 hits, yes.
But it's a standard blow, so
Yep, it's not critical. So you only take 12 points of magical slashing damage from his moon-touched freaking greatsword. But he takes 10 and goes down because he only had 4 hit points left. Yeah.
I couldn't do 4 more damage to the bastard. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Okay. The other vampire. Da, 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 da. Is going to attempt to grapple. He uses, unarmed grapple attack. As he walks up to you, and he... Nope. And the vampire spellcaster is going to attempt Blight. Can you make a con save, please?
Con save?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a second. We'll double check what that is.
+9.
Okay. Plus.
Your microphone's a little bit...
Sorry. We'll move it closer. There we go. How's a 25 do?
Yeah, that passes. So you take half of the necrotic. $18 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
And then he's gonna have that champion fight you. Do they... Okay, it's just a zombie. Alright. But it's a zombie in plate armor with a greatsword, so...
If it's not a magical greatsword, it's not gonna...
True. Okay, so yeah. It's just getting in the way. Alright. Because I can't be fucking asked. Sure. That's yep, that passes the turn back to you, General.
Okay. Okay, so third, fourth, fifth. All right, so
Your blood will be mine.
I honestly don't even care if they get attacks of opportunity. I'm going after the spellcaster.
So you're gonna let the vampire get an opportunity?
Yeah.
That's 9. Nope.
Misses. Bonus action, I am upcasting to 5th level Branding Smite.
Mm-hmm. boy. Okay.
So that will be 8d8 plus 33 plus 20d8 plus 10d6 plus I'm almost out of these because I think that's 4 now and I only have 5, but still I need it. That oh yeah, plus 5 more d6 for the spell. If that goes off on the first hit, or 215.
Oh yeah, she's she's down. Okay. So
Then I turn to the last one and just growl at them. Like,
he leans down, picks up your mentor's sword, and flies away. In the form of a bat, by the way.
oh, come on. What the hell just happened? Oh, thank God.
What?
Oh, no, my computer was acting up.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard.
Cool.
Bats move at 30. I move at 40. Is there anything I have in my bag of tricks?
Do you have anything you can throw? Or any ranged spells?
Spells. This isn't the ranged spell attack. Oops. The only thing I have to throw is my dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I can jump off of? Like a wall or something that I might be able to...
If you could monk run up a tree.
I mean, I have 30 feet of climbing speed.
Okay.
In my hybrid form, because, bears climb trees.
Are you in hybrid form at the moment?
I've been in hybrid form this entire time because I've been using the extra movement
Fair.
to get here faster. So yeah.
So they flew 30 up in feet in the air, so you want to run up the nearest tree and leap off it and onto the back, I'm assuming. Or at least bring your sword down on it, yes?
Yeah, that is the goal.
That's pretty
yes.
freaking epic. Roll acrobatics to see if you can pull off the
Acrobatics or athletics?
It's in this case because you're having to run running up there would require strength, but being able to launch yourself off the tree, spin in midair, and swing your sword at it would be acrobatics. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's just my acrobatics isn't great.
No.
But at least I didn't roll a 1.
Yeah. I'll say you rolled a hit with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because it wasn't perfect.
That's fine. Will I still get all 3 of my attacks, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's more like a frantic swish, swish, swish as you're,
That's fine.
Okay. 2 of them still hit.
Yeah, that one's just.
And you nick yourself in the process.
Yeah, I'll deal with mine in a minute. Okay, so that's 8 plus.
Don't open okay. If you're going to make this to the right, what you're going to say.
8.
She's trying to ninja stab a bat in the air. Yep.
Making sure I haven't forgotten anything.
That's a good descriptor. Ninja stab a bat.
Yeah, just to make it easier, I'll say I would have had a bonus action dash to get enough distance to do this. 106.
Okay. On its turn, it regenerates. No, it doesn't regenerate because it's radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
But it continues flying another 60 feet into the air.
I'm gonna hurt it. Okay.
Oh, and because you were 30 feet up, falling damage 11 points.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 28. Something,
So you're prone at the moment too, which is fun.
Okay.
General. Help me.
I'm strong as heck. As much as I don't want to do it, because I don't know what will happen, I am very tempted to just freaking, grab the Sunblade two-handed and just chuck it at the damn thing.
So, bear in mind that even with a dagger, the max you can throw it is 60 feet.
Right. So I'm gonna spend half of my movement to get up, and then I will use the other half and a bonus action dash to get up to find said tree and a branch.
To climb as far up the tree as you can, and then yeet it. Okay.
Yep, and then yeet the sword.
All right. You're strong enough. So, yeah. Do the whole spinning lightsaber trick. Roll the hit.
Fucking hell.
With disadvantage, because, yeah. Still hits. And it's not melee.
Oh, that's right. It's not. It's
He'll still,
not. Uh, yeah.
but you only need 38 points of damage.
So,
Not horrible.
here you go, Mom.
Maybe I should have aimed at the sword, see if I could knock the sword out of its fucking foot.
Except it's... That's not the
No.
way that shape change works.
So, question randomly:
Mm-hmm.
the sword merged into the bat, right, when
Mm-hmm.
it transformed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did the bat maintain the hit points of the vampire?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, didn't Jin really just hit this thing for 100+ damage and it's still up?
Vampire shape changes is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I just wanted to make sure, because if
All its statistics, other than its size and speed, are unchanged.
that's so weird. I mean, that's cool, but weird.
It also, though, means that you can't do the druid trick. You know, like once the vampire runs out of hit points, it's out of hit points. It doesn't revert to the vampire with its initial hit points still intact. It's
Yeah.
So you did 20. Okay.
Yeah, that's the best I can do, and then it's gonna get the fuck away because
Yeah, it limps away.
I will go down and pump 10 points of lay on hands into my mentor, and then try to go collect my blade.
Did Selma's minions get the sword? I'm sorry.
I didn't realize I didn't realize I was like. I didn't realize we were that close to him. I thought it doesn't matter how he picked it up.
You were
I should have stuck.
You were close to him. And the vampire moved over to you. And yeah. Anyway.
Well, the thing was, because they were spread out far enough for me to get my crap zooming, like, if I had stuck,
It made sense
then
in
he
my
had
head.
no, it's fine. I'm more mad at myself for not positioning myself to be able to get an op attack on him before he got away from me.
Well, that's why he was able to get an up attack on you when you moved away from your mentor.
Yeah.
Because he was...
I didn't realize I was standing that close to the damn sword is what I was originally. I thought it was a battlefield thing regardless. Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't pick it up. But anyway.
I was thinking about it, but and I really should have. But I wasn't thinking about I wasn't thinking about him trying to steal the sword. I was thinking that if he got scared enough, he'd just run.
I hear you. Okay. So, you've managed to get your mentor up a little bit. The raised paladin, of course, went back to being dead as soon as you killed the spellcaster. What do you want to do now?
What do I want to do, or what is the smart thing to do?
Smart thing would go to get reinforcements and have them help you retrieve the sword from Selma's castle, wouldn't it?
So I'm gonna I'm gonna pull out my sending stone,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to dial a Wilhelm.
Dial a Wilhelm. Dial a Willy.
Daniel Willie. If it's the multi-frequency one, you get the Prime Wilhelm. Not so he'd pick up, and what do you say to Willie?
Wilhelm, grab Gwyn and Kiori and meet me at these coordinates. We have to storm a vampire castle now.
Okay, yeah, sure. All right. Let me inform Sterling. My other two just got back a little bit ago. All right, we'll be on our way. How dire is it? Like, is it like, hey, Wilhelm, use spells to get here, or?
Save your magic, because we might need it in the fight. But get here as quickly as possible otherwise.
Okay. Let me talk with Curie real quick. We might be able to. Okay, yeah, we'll figure something out. All right. Sounds good. All right, be there shortly. And Wilhelm is going to fly out of the Illithid ship that he now has sitting a little bit further off the ground. That way it's out of reach of anyone that can't fly, so his guys can see him. And go get Curie and Gwyn.
Okay. So Curie and Gwyn, who are packing stuff for the move. Wilhelm comes running towards you.
You alright?
Jinrilla needs our help. We need to get going. Question. Do you have the ability to transform into something large that can fly very quickly, or turn me invisible?
I do, I think.
Okay.
I could turn
To which?
into a giant eagle.
That should work. And then you can carry... well, how down will that put you? Jinrilla is talking about storming a castle of vampires. So, how far down would that put you?
You could actually use conjure animals to summon 8 giant eagles, which are large, so you could fly on them as well as have 5 others fly around you. And
How long do they last?
that's a good point.
I would rather not.
I believe an hour, whereas your shape change would be 5. And it would only be one of your wild shapes.
Yeah, it is an hour. You're correct. Wild shape.
I believe it's half druid level.
It is. It's half druid level for how long a wild shape lasts.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're
5.
level 10, that would be 5, but...
Yeah. I was also checking the CR.
Should have access to level 1 ones from now, right?
Yeah, she can do CR1 flyers. Yeah.
Unless you're a moon druid who gets all the fancy fun stuff.
Yeah, she's not a moon druid. She's a wildfire druid.
Even better.
Need a hand getting into that?
Okay, I'll go.
I'm just really quiet.
Okay, alright, in that form, would you be able... Oh god, I don't like that thought. I don't like being carried by another bird. Alright, how about I'll fly next to you, and... I don't know, yeah, I'll fly next to you, and then if we can just fly over everything, we'll just get going.
Okay.
Alright, Wilhelm will look at Sterling. Sterling will be back. Jinrilla
Now all three
needs
of you
help
can
raiding
fly.
a castle. Jinrilla needs help
Okay.
raiding a castle.
I'll hold down the fort.
Alrighty. You have the other... 3 of me are busy, but you have the other 2 for anything and the 6 steel defenders.
Okay, I'll go get Gwendolyn. She's in the shop over there.
That's a lot of... Our security force is terrifying. I've Wilhelms with guns, Silver Dragon, 6 steel defenders. This is great.
Yeah.
Can it just be like the Gwendolyn you've been talking is just a simulacrum, and then the other one, the real Gwendolyn, just walks like, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?"
That would work, but I think Wilhelm would know the simulacrum only because he created it.
Also, different gear. Gwendolyn's the only one with the with all the
Peregrine mask.
With Peregrine mask, yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's already fixed up and stuff. So yeah, she's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One smite left. Ouch.
And Wilhelm will cast Sending to Genrilla. Alright, wait there. We're on our way now. It'll be, I don't know, 2 hours maybe tops. I don't. With how far you are, 2 hours sounds about right?
Yeah,
Oh, let's go.
You're gonna fly like the wind, so yeah. Sorry?
Can I ask you a quick favor? I know we're in the middle of stuff.
Go on.
Could you get me some water so I can take some painkillers?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Water break. Be right back.
Got a little bit of a headache coming as well, so I think water is probably a good idea.
Yes.
It's not going to fix some of my problems, but since it's going to be that long, can I take a short rest?
Antony's away from keyword sick.
I can't remember. Did you ever explain to Wilhelm if vampires were resistant to fire or cold?
I don't know if I did or not.
Well, I know originally the first time we encountered vampires, you explained all our weaknesses and stuff because Wilhelm's like, "What the hell do I use against fighting a vampire?"
Yeah, they're not resistant to anything but necrotic, and they have no weakness. They have no weaknesses. Like they're not particularly vulnerable to any type of damage. But like they may resist necrotic and non-magical attacks.
Yeah, I just want to. Yeah, I just wanted to check because if they were immune to ice or cold, Wilhelm would have been like, "All right, cool. Well, coming in as an ancient copper dragon." But
honestly, your
I guess
best
for
bet would be
history on vampires.
Your best bet would be to just fly above them and shoot them with your gun.
I do not have enough ammo currently on hand to shoot forever. That's the issue. I do. I do, but I don't because I'm only carrying like an extra mag on me. I don't know how many vampires you're talking about I was going against.
Well, they're not all gonna be the problem. Like it's certain ones that are.
Okay.
Can I grab a short rest while they're traveling to me? So I get my Bardics back.
Yeah. You're gonna make camp and investigate. So
I'll see what else is around. Like I don't know.
yeah, you can find out from the mentor that basically the vampires took them by surprise right after he'd spoken to you.
Of course they did.
Mm-hmm. Vampire history and weakness. Okay. So, you would know that
Sorry. Go on. I was just seeing something else.
with a 19, you would know that their weaknesses are that they cannot enter a residence that they haven't been invited to. They are harmed by running water. It does the equivalent of acid damage to them. If they are incapacitated and in their resting place, you can paralyze them by putting a stake through their heart. And of course, if you get them out in the sunlight, it burns. It does 20 points of radiant damage, and they cannot regenerate if they've taken damage from sunlight or running water, radiant damage, or holy water. Sure. You also know, though, that full vampires, when in their lair, when they're on their home turf, There's an increased number of bats, rats, and wolves in the area. Plants within the area wither and become thorny and twisted. Shadows become abnormally gaunt and sometimes move as if alive. And a creeping fog clings to the ground within 500 feet of the vampire's lair, which of course gives the vampires cover from the sunlight.
Puppy.
I guess I relate all that stuff to Wilhelm when it comes to their weakness and stuff.
Alrighty. So if we just start burning them alive, it might work.
I have daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Telepathically, Wilhelm will tell you guys I can also turn to an ancient dragon. We can help just rip open the roof on their cave. So if you want to daylight straight into their home, we can.
Yeah, or Hikuri, do you have anything that could push clouds away and stuff?
I know she usually has Dawn prepared, which is the actual
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I meant.
American.
Okay.
Because what I was thinking was if Wilhelm literally just shows up and we literally rip open the roof and then she just dawns on a bunch of vampires, they're not going to like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also take damage. 4d10.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah, well, let's go get Ginrilla and we can debate plans then.
okay.
Yep.
So you fly also. Go on.
I was just going to say, while I'm waiting, I take a short rest, and I will be fully healed. I will have all of my bardics, and I will have my channel divinity back from the short rest.
Okay. So, as you're approaching Skelbania, it seems a particularly gloomy place, even for Skelbany. It has there is cloud cover both above it as well as fog on the ground beneath it, which is strange, but whatever. And as you approach, you can hear several howls echo through the city, like wolves. They know you're coming. Now, you were asked to go to where Genrilla is, which is in a camp north of the city. Are you going to go there, or?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
So you get there and you see Genrilla meditating, getting her mojo back. Anything in particular you want to say to her? What do you want to say to Genrilla?
So, John, what's the situation? Slaves that we need to save? A group of people being hurt? What were we after?
Genrilla?
No one is being hurt yet, but I very much would like them not to have what they have, because if they find a way to corrupt it, it could be detrimental to all things. They stole my mentor's sword.
Genrilla.
How?
Can you not hear Ginrilla, Anthony?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
There's a voice coming from the woods calling Genrilla's name.
That's disconcerting.
Whose voice is it?
It sounds like your mentor's voice, but your mentor's right there, still healing.
Yeah. I'm going to ignore it for now.
Generala, help me.
So, are we raiding their what's the plan? Are we raiding the castle, or are we going to try and sneak in?
I don't think sneaking in is going to be an option. The guy barely escaped, and I realized I had another thing I could have used against him, but I'm an idiot.
What did you miss?
I should have thrown my 2 vials of holy water at him.
Well, if we're raiding their castle, what do you think the likelihood is that we could cave in the roof and then just bring pure daylight?
I don't. I would imagine that they are a little smarter than that. I don't know. I mean, it'll work, but I don't know if they'll be, where the roof is.
No, but what if the roof leads just, Are these the question is, are these self-centered vampires, so they'd be the ones that have the high roof, super cocky ceilings, those kind of people? Or are we just assuming these are the closed, shut-in kind of vampires?
I can tell you. I can
Got
help
to have
you.
a random voice. Also, Janilla, what is that?
Well, my mentor, I assume, the one that's sitting right here, is talking to us about, going to tell us what he knows.
No,
As for the other boy,
that wasn't me.
It's done.
But I can tell you what I know.
Nor dragon is that.
I don't know what's going on with that other voice. Whatever it is, I don't want to deal with it right now. I've got bigger, more important people to deal with.
Well, I'll tell you what I know. There have been rumors. The Helsingers have been gathering rumors from the citizens, trying to learn more about what we're dealing with here. It turns out that even before the vampires got here, there was a creature in the woods that would call out to people and lure them to their deaths. Part of the reason, besides, of course, the normal methods with which vampires can get what they want, the fact that the curfew that was being imposed and the patrolling of guards with their large wolf-like dogs all seemed like sensible precautions to protect the people from the thing in the woods.
Okay, we've got to prioritize one. Going after the thing in the woods, or are we going after the sword?
If we go after sword, we can then go after thing in the woods.
Okay, that's fine. I just don't want to get flanked by thing in the woods too. So the worries that they might corrupt it. What were you saying, guys? Sorry?
It's also possible, much as I loathe the idea, that the thing in the woods might help us overthrow the vampires, since ever since her rule, its source of food has dried up. There are relatively few people wandering into the woods alone these days.
Question.
Reason, though, that's the question.
What's the thing in the woods?
Nobody has seen it and lived to tell the tale.
Okay. Do we believe, as a group, without the help of the thing in the woods, we have enough power to overthrow these vampires?
In character, I'm not the general was like, maybe, possibly.
Definitive yeses are the only thing I deal with. Let us go see what the thing in the woods is. I'd rather us not risk it. We just took in a whole bunch of refugees. We can't die right as we took them in. Sterling would kill us. Again.
I mean, you don't have.
Trying not to
Yeah.
metagame. Trying not to metagame. It's difficult. My character wouldn't know what it is, would they?
No.
No.
Out of character, I'm sure we are powerful enough to have taken the freaking thing by ourselves. She really just doesn't know for sure.
Alright.
Come, I will help you. I can answer your question.
Alright. Well, here's what we're going to do, guys. Who all likes the idea of fate deciding for us?
I don't care one way or the other. I mean, I can try to. Yeah, I've got a plan if it goes way.
Wilhelm's going to pull out a platinum coin. Alright, Colton, you're Generilla. And heads will be 1, tails will be 2.
Which is 1 and which is 2?
Tails is 2, heads is 1.
Yes, which?
Yeah, but which result?
Sorry. Heads would have been, I guess, Castle 2 would have been creepy dog thing. So it looks like we're going with the creepy. I want to know why I just called it a dog. I don't know what a dog, what this is.
Far off.
Let's go see the creepy.
All right. Creepy thing in the woods. Here we go.
Creepy thing in the woods. Okay. If you go down to the woods today, you're sure for a big surprise.
That's the first song that came to my mind too, and I was like, nope, I'm not. Alright. Who's got high perception? I have decent perception, but I know 1 or 2 of you guys have way higher than me, so I believe in you.
My passive perception is a 30.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Alert.
21.
How I imagine this looks then is Generilla, Wilhelm behind Generilla with gun planted on Genrilla's shoulder just waiting. Because he doesn't want to fly away yet.
That's going to be a little hard because Generilla is currently large.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah, never mind, yeah. I'm only like 6 foot tall, that's bigger than me.
Oh, wow.
Still walking around with the gun out.
So, oh, nice gif. Okay, so you
Into the creepy woods.
wander into the woods following the voice. Yes?
Yep.
And
Have to try.
Generilla, having true sight, would be the first one to see it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Knew what was coming.
Oh, fuck is that? A Wendigo?
Welcome to my forest. And then they drop invisibility and appear right in front of you to everyone else as well. They are surrounded by a cloak of flies, increasing their intimidation factor. They reek of death and rotten meat. Do you want to defeat the vampire queen? Yes.
Yeah.
There are tunnels beneath the palace. If you go via the dungeons, you can find these catacombs. Alternatively, there is rumored to be a secret entrance beneath the throne. Now,
So we could sneak through the underground caverns, right up to possibly right up to the throne room, and come out from underneath her.
indeed. Now, I have given you information. In return, I need a body. This form is too far degenerated. I need a new host. Which one of you will it be?
Would he go into a dead body?
Freshly dead, yeah.
Paladin. Paladin that died.
You want to give him one of the dead paladins? What do the rest of you guys think?
How does Danilo feel about us giving up a dead body of one of her allies?
History on Wendigos?
Sure. There's not much, but go for it.
Because I feel like we need information on this thing.
Yeah, can I roll one too?
I have none to give, but I want to learn.
Oh, Jesus.
That's pretty good.
Out of character.
Wilhelm wants to roll too.
Sure, what is this history you said?
History.
Was that Christian history? Let's find out. Yep. I'm roll low and I'm okay with that. 24. Yeah, I'm
Alright.
fine with that roll.
Despite the fact that Wendigos are obscure, you both know surprisingly a lot. They are spirits. They're woodland spirits, but they are formed when somebody gets stranded in the wilderness, usually snowed in for so long they develop snow madness, and then usually that they attack and kill the first human they see, and if they're really far gone, they will even consume the flesh of that person. And by this point, the spirit of the Wendigo is fully formed, and they will begin to twist and mutate into this horrible thing. But if they can consume fresh flesh, they can restore their appearance.
Guys, do we want to give this thing a body? Telepathically, because I didn't say that out loud.
It kind of shudders, but she realizes that it's probably going to do this for the greater good, because if we get the sword back and we need to come fight this thing, we can obviously fight it at a later point.
What's your plan, Wilhelm?
He's just throwing it out there if the party's okay with it. It's a very fucked plan, but I mean, he could do it.
If you have banishment, it would probably work.
I have banishment, but if this is its home plane, it just comes back? No, you can forcefully plane shift somebody?
Yep.
So force plane shift him to the elemental plane of fire, and no more Wendigo.
Holy shit!
Um, wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Well,
gonna
I would-
it's gonna see you beginning to vocalize the spell, but
No, it won't, because he'll legendary action Misty Step right behind it, and just tap its back as his action, and whoop, to the elemental plane of fire.
so plane shift doesn't have a vocal component.
I think it does, but I'm going to be standing right behind it because he's going to Misty Step behind it first. I think it's somatic and semantic. I think it does have one, so he'll hear me.
Vocal, somatic, and material components. But yeah, roll initiative, because as soon as you bamf, it knows that something's up, right?
+3. 4. Oh my god, I'm going to lucky that, because fuck, I can't have that rough. 3. 9.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
sure.
All right.
Sure, that's a terrible initiative.
What do Genrilla and Kiora get?
That's a twin waste of lucky. God damn, I'm dumb. Okay.
You could have used a portent
What am I?
initiative.
Yeah. You know what? I'll flash of genius myself, actually. Which is a +6. So that puts me at, I don't know,
15.
15? Yeah. Because I can do that 7 times.
Nice. So, Gwen's on 30. So basically, you all, like you all see Wilhelm make his move, and you all respond like a well-oiled machine, all working together. Gwen, what do you do?
Okay, me thinking like, okay, Wilhelm is gonna maybe do something. I'm going to distract the Wendigo.
Why are we attacking the Wendigo?
I will shoot him.
Because he telepathically informed you he could get rid of it now.
Yeah.
Save you having to give it a body and make it more powerful potentially.
But it was.
Yep. So gonna distract the Wendigo.
With doing what?
By shooting him with a bow.
I'll do it.
With a nose bow. And doing steady aim on it.
Y'all might kill it before I plane shift it.
No.
Well, she does get sneak attack because Wilhelm teleported 5 feet behind him.
This is true.
I'm not gonna do like the special stuff.
That's a good plan. Don't activate the bow.
Do you want me to smack him? Yes or no?
Hit him.
Yeah, attack him. Yeah,
Shoot them, but
yeah,
just don't activate the bow's special properties.
Okay, yeah, okay, I won't give myself advantage as well. So,
Both hit. You still get your sneak attack bonus because of Wilhelm being within 5 feet.
yep.
49 points of damage. Okay. Curie.
Hey, Frosty, come and get me. And that is not me inviting it whatsoever, just
Yeah.
be mindful.
Frosty.
Do we get legendary actions at the? We recharge our legendary actions at
You
the end
can-
of our turn, correct?
You can use a legendary action at the end of some other creature's turn. Yeah. So
But we get ours back at the end of our turn, correct?
you get
Or is it our initiative down 20?
yeah the top yeah at the top yeah on your turn you get them back. You can do them again. Kiori, unless somebody wants to do a legendary before you take your turn, what would you like to do? Do you want to just hit it? Do you want to feeble-minded? Do you want to sunbeam it? Harm it?
Ooh. Feeble Mind could be a good thing to do to it.
I only have the one 8th level spell slot though. Do I need it for the vampires?
Remember, we can fuse spells to equal back up to that slot.
This is also true.
So if you use it, it's... as long as you still have other spells, then I think
You can use
should be
2
okay.
4th level spell slots to cast an 8th level spell, in theory. Though again, you may want to use those for the 4th level spells.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking because if Feeble Mind worked, it would make the banishment that much easier to get off.
Certainly would.
Alright, I'll feel mind it then.
So, feeble mind spell. Toby, stop that.
So what?
Oh, you can't hear him?
Oh, the dog.
Yeah, he's scratching at his neck and it's making his collar jingle, you know. So you do 46 psychic damage anyway.
4d6.
Yes. And then Hula needs to make an intelligence save.
Which they're good at if I remember. 46. Almost right there.
12. And he gets a 12 on his intelligence save. What's your spell save DC?
19.
19. So. He fails. So you've dropped his charisma to 1. Which is a big drop because he previously had a charisma of 20.
It's a great
God
combo.
Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I could have edited his roll anyway. So, like, but I mean, it's still good to have this.
Yes. He can no longer cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. Okay. So, well done, Kiori. Generilla?
I'm just gonna walk up next to it and hold my action to see what happens after Wilhelm gets done doing what he's going to do.
Okay. Wilhelm, what do you want to do?
Okay. Wilhelm, flanking with Generilla, is just gonna, like, reach his hand back and, like, tap the back of the window goes back and just boop, elemental point of fire. But first, I do need to make a physical spell attack as well. So I need to roll a.
Let's see. So, spell,
32.
plane, shift. Choose a creature, make a melee spell attack. Yep, you hit. They make a charisma save. What's your spell save DC?
21.
No fucking way. So,
Yeah, it's 21.
well done. Hewlett's gone. Hewlett's gone.
Does it? Why I said that Feeble Mind would make the banishment work or the plane shift work much better?
Oh yeah, because otherwise he would have had a plus 15 to his charisma save.
Holy shit, yeah, I couldn't reset at that level. I could have given him disadvantage, but not that low.
When will Hewler ever get a chance to use his cool abilities? Anyway.
That does feel cruel, though, us having a civilized conversation. Me, I'm gonna just teleport behind you, watch my friends beat you up, and then boop you to a different plane of existence.
He had 287 hit points left.
Western Anthony?
Yes.
Does the Wendigo spirit only attach itself to humanoids?
No, it will consume whatever it can. Like, most recently, it had to use a deer because it hasn't been getting wood, which is why it looked like that.
I don't think it's not gonna have a good time trying to consume fire elementals though.
No.
No,
No.
not at all.
No, I'm just thinking, like, if it possesses one.
It can't. It doesn't remember how.
This is
Yeah, for the next 30
It's
days.
been stupefied. And even then, at the end of 30 days, it can make another intelligence save to try and break out of it against your spell's save DC of 21 when it has an intelligence of 1. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, poor boy. Okay, continue.
Yeah, it's freaking he's gone. All right. So now we just have to find the. Did he give us a location of where the caves start? Like,
He told you that you can get to the
from the church.
from the dungeons.
But how do we get to the dungeons?
Yeah. I'm sure some obliging guards will take you there.
Oh yes, I'm sure one of them would be most willing to take us with our weapons.
I'm sure you can persuade them it's okay, right?
Yeah, that's exactly my plan.
Okay. So you're going to go into town, find the nearest werewolf guard, and convince him
Yes, that is exactly the plan.
to arrest you. But but let you keep your weapons.
I have an idea.
Or I could just, I could try to convince them to just give us directions to the dungeon and not actually close to that. Like,
True. What's your idea?
I was gonna say, like, I can just give everyone my stuff, and then, like, I just go into town and, like, vandalize, get caught, be thrown into jail, and just, like, turn into a rat and walk away
That is also true.
and let everyone in.
Which that he
yeah, but then you leave your gear wherever you transform into a rat from.
Yeah,
true.
I just more or less.
Whereas if I do the persuasion thing, I can keep talking to him. If I have to get them to lead us there, I can keep talking to them and keep them charmed, or get them to give us directions, and we can leave within a minute and have enough of a head start, hopefully, to
I mean, if you
not have to worry about it.
If you want to get arrested, Kiori could just walk up to one of the guards and punch him in the face.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of ways you can get arrested. That's not the problem.
But you'd rather
I'd rather not have. We're going to have enough of a hard fight once we actually get there. I'd rather not have to fight the guards as much as possible beforehand.
Because they're werewolves too, and you can't. Well, with your magic weapons you can, but if it came down to claw versus claw, you couldn't hurt each other.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I'd rather not do it the hard way. Not that I don't appreciate everybody's ideas. It's just I know the fight that's going to happen is going to be kind of disgusting or whatever. And if we can get there without wasting any more resources or whatnot.
Okay.
So I guess we're gonna go the talkie route. So I'm going to try to persuade one of the guards to tell me the directions to the.
Yes. So you're going to walk into town, find the closest guard,
Mm-hmm.
and say what?
Excuse me, sir. But could you direct us to the to the nearest entrance to the dungeons?
Are you one of us?
Yes.
Don't smell like our pack.
We're new reinforcements due to the fact that there are powerful enemies on their way.
There's what?
Hunters camped outside the city.
The Hellsingers. Don't worry about them. Countess already took care of them.
They fear that they will send greater numbers and possibly call in people that are outside the organization to deal with to back them up.
First I heard of it. Word got around pretty fast that we took their leader's sword, though. Want to see it?
Yes, I do.
Well, obviously, first thing I'll have to do is introduce you to the commander. Got to go through procedure and all that, especially when you're reinforcing from elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, which pack did you say you were from?
We're a fairly new one. I'm pretty sure you haven't heard of us. Can we just go see the commander now, please?
Yeah, come on. That's above my pay grade anyway.
It's almost impossible for people not to be charmed by you. That is insane.
You think this one's insane? Yeah.
His dog is growling, but come off it, Frank.
So is it literally just like any time you persuade someone, they're just charmed?
No, not really. No.
If I want them to be. I want them.
You actually, if you want them to be actually charmed, you need to use charm magic. Persuasion.
No, I don't.
What?
No, because I am a swashbuckler and I have panache at level 9. I can use persuasion to charm any creature for a minute.
Okay, but it is magical charm in that case, isn't it?
Well, I guess technically, but it doesn't say it's magically charmed. It's a weird swashbuckler thing.
Okay, but normally in D&D, persuasion is not mind control.
No, it's not.
It's just,
like I said,
you can deliver a very persuasive argument, but the other person can still say nah. While charm, on the other hand, then you take away their free will.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to check because I feel like that's still such a weird ability for a rogue to have. That feels like something like a bard would be able to do.
Yeah, kind of.
It's the charismatic rogue. It comes from the subclass that is the charismatic rogue.
Yeah,
it's the silver-tongued rogue for whatever.
Yeah, the dashing silver-tongued rogue stereotype. Yeah. That's so good at. Yeah, it probably is to a certain extent innate bardic magic, but as far as the rogue is concerned, they're just really good at talking to people. You know?
Yeah, it is, and it doesn't work automatically. They do get to usually make an insight check. It's just that I will so high most of the time that
Yeah, there's no way a werewolf would be able to insight that. Yeah. So anyway, you get taken to the head dog. They take you to the guardhouse. You actually go past some of the cells and see that they are crammed with some people who are wearing robes or armor that, well, the armor is probably taken off them, but some of them are clearly agents from the Helsingers. Others seem to be just unruly citizens, but nevertheless they're all in the cells. But he takes you past the cells to an older and slightly corpulent guard sat at a table, tearing hunks of bread and cheese off and popping them in his mouth. What do we have here then?
I go through the spiel of
Your throats.
yep.
Not all wolves, but your throats. What's going on? Lichen throats.
Talk. Jimrilla better at talking this part out than I am. My brain is starting to fricassee.
Yeah. Roll it. What are you trying to
She's trying to basically she's trying to convince him that they're backup and that they have been specially assigned to guard the sword.
Alright. Well, at the moment, it's the Countess's prized possession. As you can imagine, such a thing would be good at keeping people in order.
So, where is she so that we may better protect her?
Oh, don't worry, we've already got a full contingent of guards on her. As usual, she's in the throne room.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
If you're heading that way anyway, why don't you bring her a snack from the cells there?
Okay. I'm gonna go and grab one of the Helsingers that look like maybe a spellcaster.
Okay. They curse you in the name of Palor as you drag them out.
I'm going to try a little bit of sleight of hand.
Okay.
It's not going to be great because it's me, but I'm going to try it. Not 54. Jesus Christ, fat finger.
+5. What are you trying to sleight of hand?
My holy symbol up.
I will
So
+6 that.
What are
So
you going
it
to turn the
looks
7 into?
Oh no, I'm just going to turn his overall number +6, so it'll become an 18 total.
Okay.
It's my flash of genius.
Gotcha. So what is the holy symbol?
He's cursing me in the name of Palor, and I pull out a Palor holy symbol.
Okay. So you push the sun symbol into his hand, and there's a momentary look of confusion and then recognition and surprise on his face, but it's fleeting. You know.
Yeah. Um, is there only the captain and the one guard?
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Fuck
try
it.
on patrol. Well, I say one guard. They both have a wolf dog at their side.
Is it a wolf dog or is it a werewolf?
Yeah, you'd be able to see that they're actually werewolves. That all four of them are werewolves.
There's four werewolves. But there's also four of us, and but yeah, I'm just gonna keep the ruse up for now because out here would be too loud and messy.
Oh, my mistake. I just realised you don't know the way to the throne room from here, do you?
I'm sure we can suss it out. Can I smell the stench of death and large quantities of dogs in a certain direction?
It's a little difficult at the moment because there's the dog smell everywhere, but he says, nonsense. Chuck, take him through the labyrinth, would you? Oof. I did it last time. And then...
Good dog.
Should you steal Scott's keys? I mean, you were given a key to let the snack out, so...
Okay, out of character, my plan was to just take the keys and then like slip it to one of the people within the
All right, but then
in the prisons to them.
But then, when it comes to giving the key back to the guard, what would you do?
I think she means after I give the key back, should she then try to
after it's handed back to the guard, take it. Okay, do a sleight of hand. See if you can take the guard's key back and then also deliver it back to the prisoners. Oh yeah.
That 10 person that turned into a 10, so 29.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not. I don't even need to have you roll for the other one. That's freaking ridiculous. Okay. Okay.
Broken.
Totally broken. High level games, everyone. Anyway, so you hand the key back to somebody else in the cage, and
Yep.
Chuck the werewolf is going to lead you through the catacombs.
Nice.
And you've got one of the Helsinger clerics with you. Alrighty.
Holy crap. I just basically handed them a pale holy symbol, which means that they're a cleric under him. They can start casting spells again because they have their divine focus.
Yes, they do.
Yay!
I was gonna have him have a Palo symbol tattooed on his hand anyway, but this works even better.
Because I have mine on my shield is kind of covered at the moment by my cloak because I have the big one on the shield.
Yeah, you don't want to give that away that you're working for the sun deity when you're in a town full of vampires.
Definitely not.
No. Okay. So I'm planning... I would like there to be a few encounters in the labyrinthine necropolis beneath the castle. But we've only got about 20 minutes left and Ellen's falling asleep. So, would you mind if I put a pin in it?
Fine.
Cool.
Yeah,
no,
doesn't-
that's fine. I wasn't actually sure we were gonna. I wanted to get as far as we could and be as prepped as we could and ready for a big combat encounter next week
Yeah.
or whatever. But because I'm going to be relying on you guys heavily because I can still do damage, but I don't have. I have one spell slot left.
Oof. The revolution has begun. I love it.
Thankfully, I still have my super broken stuff, so we're still good.
Yeah, like I said,
Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys listening at home have enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed playing. It is a very high-level campaign with lots of craziness, so if you like the idea of having a game where you can just do stuff, there's a very little chance of you failing a roll, come join us. We could use an extra player. And there's a link in the description below for the Discord server. Ask me anything you want about the campaign, and in the meantime, no matter what role you play, have a good game.